go in order, Angela is the first hero that comes up now. She's the brand new Flying Vanguard for Season 4. Here's a very brief rundown of her abilities before we get to see the other hero balance changes. I actually want to start with her passive called Seraphic Soar because this is the identity of the hero. This lets her glide freely through the air, and she can stay up here indefinitely, and continuous flying builds her attack charges indicated by that center bar.
Absolute a flying tank like that is going to shake up the game. It's going to shake up the game.
There, if we zoom in, right there. Okay, this ties into her first normal attack called Spear of Icors. Spear of Icors, she simply lunges forward with her spear, dealing damage that increases with attack charge like I mentioned earlier. And then at full charge, the Spear of Icor can deal more damage and launch up enemies.
Okay.
Next ability I'm going to talk about is Divine Judgment and Wingblade Ascent because they actually share the same button. This lets her switch between flying and standing. So while airborne, it's called Divine Judgment because she slams into the ground and infuses the ground with Icors to create this Divine Judgment
Oh, okay.
zone. It'll
Okay.
do some damage over time, and standing in this zone will grant enhanced speed, and attacks will grant bonus health to herself and for allies. Now, when you're grounded and you press the same button again, it is now called Wingblade Ascent. So you can fly again, but it does put it on a 12-second cooldown. Now, when you're back on the ground thanks to that Divine Judgment, your weapons will also now swap to the Axes of Icors, which deals increased damage as the attack charge grows, and the fourth strike will propel you forward in a swift dash.
I've noticed that. I've seen that. I played one game last night. Before I had to hop off, but I had like 4 out of 6 people on my team. I was the 6th. Picked Angela. So I know she's new hero, but I'm betting she's gonna be like the meta character right now for this season.
Like so. And she has this ability called Assassin's Charge, where she enters an accelerated dash state and then becomes immune to knockbacks and launch ups, and then enemies struck head-on are carried through the air for a short distance and can make for some great boops. Finally, for her ultimate, it's called Heaven's Retribution.
Boop!
You wrap your spear in ribbons, hurl it with force, and then upon impact, the ribbons will tether or bind nearby enemies. They'll get pulled towards the center. Then Angela can again leap to the spear's location, damaging surrounding enemies and creating another Divine Judgment zone. Now, this cooldown is separate from the Divine Judgment cooldown here. So, remember when you go back into the Wingblade Ascent, it puts it on a cooldown. So here's a Divine Judgment, and then you fly up 12 seconds, right? If you press your ultimate, it can bypass that and give you another option to go back down without wasting that cooldown.
Damn, you can do a lot of...
Captain America,
Damn, okay, you can do a lot of damage there quick.